So, are you ready for these last days? Are you being prepared? Because Jesus warned us two things in Matthew 24, Mark 13, and Luke 21. First, he told you, let no man deceive you. And then he went on to list a bunch of signs of the end times. War, pestilence, famine. Now you tell me, have you been seeing any of these things? Rumors of wars, pestilence, viruses, famine. But see, people will scoff and say, well, all these things have been around since the beginning of man. Yes. Small patterns have been set forth for us to learn from, because it was building up to a grand finale. Now, what Jesus was talking about, Yahshuah Jesus, he was specifically talking about when these signs will not just be here and there, but they will be global. I want you to really think about that. Back then, to send a message to someone, it could take months, years. Now we do things speed of light. A situation over here on that side of the world, you might not know nothing about it. But now everything is instantaneously shared around the world. You can see things worldwide now. Only now, in the last decades, that we had the technology to do so. This virus, this pandemic, is worldwide. And we have the technology to track that as worldwide and see that as worldwide. The war that's going on, it's over there, but yet we can feel the effects over here and we can see what's going on over there instantaneously. So God, Yahshuah Jesus is talking about a time where these things will happen and we will be able to see and know of all these events happening on a global scale simultaneously. Instantly, we are fed this information, these warning signs we can see worldwide. The famine that's coming is not going to just be over here or over there. It's going to be a worldwide famine. Now, the question is, people that say, oh, these things always happen in history. Well, have you been learning from history? What did people do when a famine was coming? Smart people were always prepped, like Joseph in the Bible. Anybody know the story of Joseph? God warned him through Pharaoh that a famine was coming. So 7 years they stored up to prepare for the 7 years of famine. My question is, do you know that a famine is coming? And are you preparing? Let's look at the headlines. Fear wheat shortage. How the global food shortage helps U.S. farmers. Okay. Ukraine grain shortage adds to farm woes. Russia-Ukraine conflict. Global crisis of wheat shortage poses an opportunity for India. How Colorado farmers are preparing for a possible wheat shortage. Okay. We have to see the signs of the times and be prepped, or you could be short. How are we going to grow our food without fertilizer? Global fertilizer shortage prompts farmers to consider more sustainable practices. Russian war on Ukraine deepens world's fertilizer shortage, putting food supplies at risk. Ongoing fertilizer shortage impacting local farmers. So we see here that the signs of the times, or the headlines, are pointing to a coming shortage of food. Have you been to the grocery stores lately? Have you noticed things a little slim? Well, people in the food industries have been warning that there's no food for next year. We're actually still eating last year's food. and we haven't been able to produce anything this year. The question is, are you ready? Are you prepared? Now that's my job. I have been tasked with the job to be a watchman. I have been blessed with the opportunity not to be a slave to a 9-to-5. I'm able to research and digest this information all day, thanks to the glory of God. And I can pass this watchful eye and the information I've been getting on to you. Those who might not have the time to sit down and do all the research as I have been blessed to do. Now, this blessing is also a burden, because I'm also burdened to see all the families and people who are not getting prepped, that are not seeing the signs of the times. So I'm making this video specifically for you. This is why I do this. Why do I do this? Why do I warn? Why am I a watchman? Why do I take it seriously? Well, I'm going to let you know. Ezekiel 3. My God made it very clear to me that as a watchman, I'm supposed to watch. Ezekiel 3, verse 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman over the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, or seeketh to warn the wicked from his wicked ways, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquities, but his blood will I require at thy hands. Look, your blood is not going to be on my hands. I'm warning you because it's my task. It's something it's my burden. It's my cross to carry. It's a weight that's in my heart that if I don't do this, I'm in the house feeling weighed down. This is what I live for. I don't do a lot of talking, but when I talk, it's all about this. This is my passion. It's been given to me. And I wear it. And I'm warning you because I don't want your blood on my hands. And I also, because I have 4 kids. And when this famine come, they're not going to be screaming, Daddy, I'm hungry. I'm determined as a man not to let that happen. So as a man who feels that way about his family, I have compassion for other families. I don't want to even think about any of the Ruach line children being hungry when this famine comes. So I'm warning, get prepped. Verse 20. Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquities, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he has done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So, I'm warning, get prepped, get ready. That's all I got to say. And it's out of love, it's out of respect, and it's according to the word of Yahshuah Jesus. So I'm begging, I'm praying that y'all watch this video and get your house in order. Get your house in order. You have any questions, come ask me. I don't do a lot of talking because I give people their space. And to be honest, I'm a real intense person. When we start talking about these things, you know what I'm saying? I try to restrain myself. So that's why I'm quiet. So please don't see that as disrespect or anything. But if you want to know, just ask. And I got a lot to say. And then sometimes you're going to wish, like, man, I should have kept him quiet. All right, I love y'all. And y'all bless in the name of Yahshuah Jesus.